And talk to you.
Yeah, and talk to me, not
Okay.
Okay, and rolling. So, who are you?
Josh Gabriel Clarke, Strathmore Rugby Club Community Trust Community Project Coordinator.
And what is it the Trust has introduced?
Strathmore Rugby Club Community Trust has introduced autism-friendly rugby sessions for children. We've brought them to the local area in order to provide a valuable service to children with autism and their families.
And when is it on?
It's on a Friday afternoon at the moment from 5 o'clock till 6 o'clock down at Strathmore Rugby Club, and we're also looking to run Sunday sessions in the near future as well.
And why have you introduced it?
We have introduced the sessions to provide a valuable service to children with autism and their families. The idea was actually born out of a personal situation. My eldest son Archie has autism, and I sort of recognised as a parent that there was a need for these types of services within the area. There's very little in terms of environments that cater for the additional needs of children with autism, and I was really keen through the trust that we were able to provide through our inclusive projects an environment that was going to allow those children to flourish.
And what exactly happens in the sessions?
So when the children arrive to the sessions, they go through a social story, what's going to happen during the sessions. What also happens is that we give them time to explore and play with the various different sensory objects that we have, whether that's with the tackle bags or if that's with the hit shields, and they just get to roll around and have a bit of fun on the donut rings. And they just get to have that pressure and that proprioceptive input, which again sort of releases any tension that they may have built up across the course of the day.
And are there any special measures you have to take compared to sessions with other children?
Yeah, so a key thing for us is really making sure that the communication is appropriate for the children. So we have a lot of visual information. So we have a storyboard that paints a picture for the session, and as they go through the session, we take off items so that they know that item's finished, and we progress accordingly throughout the session. So it's about really creating an environment that the children can reduce their anxiety levels and they really know what's coming next.
And what are the overall benefits to the children?
So the benefits to the children are multiple. They're very much the rugby is a vehicle, but the benefits are things like their social integration, the opportunity to play with other children, which autistic children typically struggle to do, but also I suppose that ability to communicate with their peers and the coaches around them. Using things like Macatone in terms of the environment, we try and create that and reduce the barriers that they may usually come up against in the wider world.
And how does this benefit the parents?
The parents get some valuable respite time. They get to actually sit back for an hour and watch their children play and engage with other children and the coaches, which is obviously very valuable. But at the same time, if they feel the need to engage with their children throughout the session, we have that ability as well.
And how is this being funded?
The Autism Friendly Rugby is currently funded by grant funding, so we currently apply for different organisations and charities for funding in order to try and make the project sustainable. So obviously that's a big part of my role, and the trust is to try and make sure that not only can we provide this service, that we can keep it going.
And are you doing any special initiative to fund things?
I'm not sure what you mean by that question, sorry.
Dinner.
Oh yeah, sorry.
And so are you doing any special initiatives to add to the funding?
Yep, we currently have our annual fundraising trust dinner. That's on the 1st of June. We have Bruce Aitchison, who's a guest speaker, coming down, but we also have our trust ambassadors in Murray Mitchell from Scotland Rugby League and Scotland Rugby Union International Matt Fagerson coming down as guests as well.